Hello there and welcome back to my lessons. All right, so today we want to look at the question on the screen. All right, so those who are writing exams, please pay attention because this question is going to be in the exam. All right, you are going to find it there. All right, so you have to pay close attention. All right, so now I want you to pay close attention because if you do so, it will help you to get more understanding about how to go about it. All right. Okay. So basically, you can see the question. It says the points A, B, C, D are on the surface of the Earth as shown in the diagram. This is the diagram. We've been given take pi as Z and the R as Z. Okay. So now the question says find the difference in latitude between points A and D. Find the difference in latitude between A and D. All right, so we want to find the difference there in latitude. How do we find it? Okay, so we have to identify each point where it is between A and D. So the first thing, number one, we're going to say A is at which latitude? A is at 50 degrees north. 50 degrees north. Then B, which is D, okay, D is at 50 degrees south. You can see latitude 50 degrees south. This is D here. And A is at 50 degrees east there. I mean north is there. Okay. So now that we've identified that, we want to find the difference in latitude. So difference in latitude, you just add if they are different regions. All right. So this one is in what? Northern region. This one is in southern region. So we have to add this. So say 50 plus 50 is equal to 100 degrees. Okay. So that is your answer there. All right. Okay, now let's get to the next question. The next question says calculate in kilometers the distance between A and B along latitude 50 degrees north. So A, which is number 2, A, number 2A is saying we have to calculate. Okay, we calculate the distance. Okay, calculate the distance A and B along latitude okay, along latitude 50 degrees north. Okay, so we want to find the distance. Okay, so I can calculate in kilometers the distance between A and B along latitude. So A and B here. So A and B. What's the distance between these points? So in this case, we are going to say A. We want to find first of all the difference in longitude. The difference in longitude. So we're going to say A is at T. All right. So where is A? A is at 20 degrees 20 degrees west in terms of longitude. So longitude for A is what? 20 degrees west. Then B is at what? 40 degrees east. Okay, that is in terms of longitude. That is where it is. Then there, now we are going to find the difference between this point in terms of longitude. We can say this is different, so we're going to add 20 plus 40 is equal to 60. Okay, so that is it, 60 degrees difference in longitude. Okay, Now that we found the difference in longitude, let's now derive the formula when calculating the distance. The formula when calculating the distance, we know that distance in this scenario, it is distance is equal to pi, okay, I mean theta over 360. This is the formula, times 2 pi r cos, okay, cos latitude, which is latitude. So cos theta, which is latitude, okay, cos latitude. All right. Now, we need to understand that, and in this scenario, we have theta. So theta, it is actually the difference in longitude. The difference that we found there is what we are going to put here as theta. 60 over 360 times 2 times pi. We have been given pi there, remember the value of pi. So we're going to substitute there 3.142. All right, cross the value of r. We also been given there, that is the value of r. So we're going to write here 3670 kilometer. So now cos, we write now cos latitude. What is our latitude? We are dealing with 50. So we write 50 here. Okay. So now that we've written that, we can easily simplify things here. All right. So if you're going to simplify things, you are going to say, for example, if you multiply this, okay, you try to multiply everything here, then you multiply with 60. Okay, due to time, I cannot do everything like one step by step, but you can use your calculator here. Should be able to get something like 42.88 kilometer. Okay, that is the answer in terms of distance. All right, that is for number 2A. Okay, now let's go to 2B. 2B. Now let's go to the question. 2B, it says 2B, it says calculate calculate in kilometers the distance between B and C along longitude 40. So longitude 40. So we do the same. We find where since we are calculating for longitude, now we are going to find where the B in terms of longitude, at what latitude is B. Okay, so B is at, where is B? B is there. So you can see there B is actually at 50. That is the latitude for B. So 50. And C is at what latitude? Where is C? C is at what latitude? It is also at 50. Okay, so we can add that 50 plus 50. Since we have degrees, the first one is degrees north, the second one is degrees south. So we add. So 50 plus 50, you get 100 degrees. So that is the difference in latitude. Okay. Then now we want to understand. We want to find now the distance. So the distance. Remember the distance now. In this case, we are going to say, oh, for us to find the distance, we are going to say the formula for finding the distance in this scenario. When you're using the longitude, you are going to use it. Distance is equal to theta over 360, okay, times you multiply times 2 pi r. Okay, so that is easy. We can just substitute. Now, what is the theta? Theta is the difference in latitude. So that is 100 over 360, okay, times 2 pi, we know 3.142, okay, times r radius we already have there, they've given us, so which is 360, 6370. Okay, so if you are going to simplify that, you are going to have something like if you multiply here, you multiply also with 100, then you divide it by 360, you're going to have 11,000, okay, 11,000, should be able to give you 11,019, something like that. Okay, kilometer. Okay, so that is the answer there. All right, I guess it is clear. All right, so thank you very much. If you've enjoyed the lesson, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. See you in my next video.